This could be the numbers that you will see, you will face, you will know, you will learn. Okay, throughout topic 2, okay, before that we have how many parts of module 2? I think around 5, 6, 4. A, B, C, D, right? 4.
Yeah.
There are 4 parts of module 2. Okay, so throughout all the 4 parts of module 2, you will see these numbers. You will then later understand what do I mean by 5 plus 5 plus 2. Okay, but technically at this point of time, what do all these figures mean? You will learn 5 correlatives. You will learn 5 tracks. You will also learn 5 ethical decision making models. Okay, for me, if you ask me, this is the most difficult one. Okay, this one is still difficult, but not as difficult as this. Okay, so that's why, as I said, we have started uphill, going uphill, because the challenge is actually in this one. Okay, let's go. Okay, welcome to ethics. And how do we call ethics and how do we call professional ethics? We started our first class last month talking about ethics, okay, doing things right or wrong, and people may perceive it differently in different location, different situation. Okay? And when we talk about professional ethics, we are looking at into more specific domain as of to see who are we, where are we. If, like for example, all of us are accountants, we are professionally as in accounting industry. If you are in medical industry, if you are in engineering, okay, it depends on that kind of industry. But we are here, we are professionally bound, okay, to our own industry, which is we are all professional accountants. Because what makes ethics and professional ethics different? Ethics is quite general. Okay, professional ethics is more specific. Different profession and different profession may impose different kind of ethical codes. So we are here going to learn what are the codes available for us accountants for us to follow and use. Okay? And remember, I told you there are 4 quadrants that we're going to discuss. 4 quadrants. Okay, let's write down these 4 quadrants. We will have a discussion on this. Okay, the first one is legal and ethical. Okay, I want to give you a task. Okay, I will give you the number. I will give you the first one and the 4th one. I want you to complete the 2nd and the 3rd one. Okay, the first one is legal and ethical. The 4th one is illegal and unethical. So tell me what is the 2nd and the 3rd one.
Legal.
If the first one is legal and ethical, the last one illegal, unethical. What do you think the second one? Legal and unethical. The third one?
Illegal and ethical.
Penting for this orang.
Wow.
Understand? Have you completed all 4 different quadrants?
Yes.
Okay, now let's have a discussion on this. Every single quadrant.
Legal and
We will start with the
ethical.
first and the 4th one because they seem same. Okay, tell me examples of activity that you consider as legal and ethical.
Legal and ethical.
Legal and at the same time ethical. Sounds easy, but what?
So follow.
Study. You are studying, I am teaching. We both doing things that are
Legal and ethical.
legal and ethical. Easy.
Legal and unethical.
The 4th quadrant, illegal, unethical. Yeah, of course. If you can think the first one, of course you can think the fourth one. Merubah.
Gambling.
Money laundering. Yes.
Gambling.
Robbery, scam. Talking about scam, if you Google mine, I'm not sure whether the thing is really still there or not. If you Google mine, I was once being scammed by Macau scam. Too bad, eh? I also don't know why I could be part of that, but it could happen to many. Macau scam is real. Okay, so yes, that is definitely illegal and unethical. Okay, now your task. Think of the examples for number 2 and number 3.
Legal and
But by the way, what is our number 2? Again, because
legal and unethical.
legal and unethical. Okay, that means you start with legal. The third one is illegal
and
but
ethical.
Okay. It's either you're going to use and or but. Both are okay. Okay, example of legal but unethical. Nampak dah sandar tu sudah letak. Okay.
Legal but unethical.
What do you think? What are the examples? Hukum? It is legal, but it is unethical. Okay? Utilizing drugs. Legalizing drugs. Okay. It is legal. Okay, I know. I understand certain countries like Thailand, they legalize the plantation of drug plants. We legalize, but if people misuse it unethically, it will lead to Okay. What is more? Human trafficking.
Underage marriage. Legal.
Legal,
Legal and ethical kan?
I think it's more on illegal and unethical.
Cakap kuat-kuat. Sir, underage marriage.
Legal. Yes. Yes. Bawa. Is it legal? Legal. Okay. Unethical is correct, but is it legal?
No. Illegal.
Oh, okay. That's why I say, this kind of discussion, to one extent, we might have a debate, a strong debate. You might think it is this, but it is actually not. But for me, the clear-cut example is something that you can clearly see it is purely legal, but unethical. I think the best way is creative accounting.
Yeah. Sudah sebut habis
Legal and unethical. Creative accounting.
Correct.
Want to lock that example? Lock that example. It is legal. There's nothing wrong with that. People won't scold you. Police won't catch you. But is it ethical? Okay. I think one example just now, underage marriage. It is technically legal, but we are talking about the future of the person impacted, the family and so forth. Yeah.
Yes.
Again, as I said, if we are to discuss this, we are going to be in a debate.
LGBT.
In certain countries, they are legal, but not ethical.
Yes.
But for them, ethical.
US.
What?
Cina betul.
Okay. You see, it's very difficult. I can spend the whole day discuss and debate about this. We have an endless discussion. Okay, so agree? Satisfied with our own example? Alright, let's go for the third one. Saya go for the third one. Illegal, but ethical. What is the
for the side,
they have to. They want to earn a living.
Yes.
If they don't work, they don't get money. You got the point. You got the point. Yes. What else?
Dah dia tak illegal tapi dalam
Saya
tak faham.
Yes. Wow. Do you understand? Can you give and say in English? Smoking to avoid. Okay.
Sleeping pill can make addicted.
Yeah.
Maggi
You will see
Maggi.
that. Okay.
Maggi can.
That's
Instantly
example.
can dia
Because we have one more
MSG.
discussion on that. We talk about
Illegal
literacy.
lah,
There is
illegal
one term
but
called
illegal.
teleological versus deontological. I want
Illegal.
us to use that example. Okay? Someone was saying to rob a shop to survive. To rob a shop to survive. For
Yeah.
example, a father stole a formula milk from a supermarket to feed a surviving baby at home because the parents got no money. Okay, we're not here to debate. So let's choose one at least. So what do you think the best example for this third one? Illegal.
So kalau kill to defend macam nak kena victim dia bunuh ratusan times. It's illegal.
Roadside stall.
Tak sure macam mana rasa.
Illegal, but ethical. Roadside stall, gerai terminal.
Betul sir. Unregistered. Betul.
Yes. That's why
Illegal.
people like me, I don't want to work being an enforcement officer because I don't have the heart to stop people. You know what I mean? But I have, if I want to be in that kind of position, if I don't do my job, I am also not responsible. But if I do, people would say you are unethical. Okay. I think in response to that, how about if you are working as an enforcement officer and you are asked to destroy squatters, you know squatters, illegal houses, sertingkan, illegal houses on someone's land, you know, you build out illegal houses where you know there are few families staying there, but they also know that they are actually staying on and they are staying there illegally.
Lampu isyarat sebab nak pergi hospital.
Okay, you don't stop at the traffic light. That means you langgar red light to go to hospital. That's what I say. We don't have that courage to say an absolute answer for that. You might be, of course, it is illegal, but ethical. If you may be considered unethical if you involve in an accident. I can easily prolong our debate.
Sir, kalau
it's very subjective.
kill for defense sir?
Cheer.
Kill for defense.
It is illegal.
Ethical.
It is to you. I know. I understand your situation. I have no answer. But technically, okay. By the way, all of these 4 quadrants are not stated in your module. So if you are confused, that's okay because in the exam they won't ask this. I just want you to think, to have some ideas about the ethical elements. Now our concluding point here is, even in this class, we have mixed, perceptions, mixed opinions. Some might say yes for this, some might say no for this. You see? And that is ethics. Right? And according to professional accountant, if you are considered ethical, number one, if you exercise reasonable skills and diligence, you only take a responsibility. You are only going to take a job that suits your capabilities. Okay, like myself, I'm taking job teaching CPA because I think this is my area. Okay, if I were to accept, and you know what, for your info, remember I told you I am teaching EG part-timer weekends. UNIZA also asked me to teach FR. I said cannot. Because I don't think I can teach FR. So better in my capacity, okay, ethically I should say I can't for those that I really can't. If I were to make good money, I just accept all jobs. Whether or not if the students pass or fail, it's up to you. Okay, I would be considered unethical in that sense if I were to do the kind of job. Get what I mean? Okay, so that's how you see things here. The adherence to professional code of ethics, yes, we are professional accountants. We are bound to APS 110. Okay, from this moment onwards, when I say APS 110, remember later when we discuss that, we are having 5 different codes of ethics. Relevant knowledge and experience and professional skepticism. Okay. Okay, what is APS 110? Okay, it's a standard, okay, that outlines what are the rules of members in business, PIB. Okay, this is meant for PIB. But the overall APS 110 is for everyone. Only for this paragraph 200.2, this is mainly for members in business. Okay. Okay, look at some of these examples. Financial advisors giving false advice on fund performance just to reach self-organization's incentive targets. Among those 4 quadrants, which one? For A, legal but unethical. Yes, you still can give, but unethically. You know that it is not the right time for them to invest, to buy the funds, but still you want to catch the incentives. You just force the customers to buy now. Okay? Without telling them that you are actually asking them for your own sake, getting your incentive. Okay? So since we have so many kind of mixed findings, mixed interpretations, so what exactly ethics? So this is something that you have to really see. And again, ethics is something that you have to be very careful, and you have to, as I said, you have to embrace all the differences. Even though we know that in our eyes they might not be practically ethical, like what you said just now, LGBT. It's in our country versus other countries. Okay. Remember when you update your index, don't forget to include all the names. I assume this person also is already in your list. Raymond Bomhart. He said, ethics has to do with what my feelings tell me is wrong. If you are in a good mood versus if you are in bad mood, you might interpret things differently, right? Yeah. That's why people say don't make decisions when you are happy. Don't make decisions when you are happy. Okay? Because you might make a wrong decision. It seems to be only in favor of your mind, because your state of mind at the time is you are happy. I'm not saying that it then make decision when you are sad. Not really. Meaning to say that don't let your feeling influence, not take over your mind. Ethics has to do with my religious beliefs, correct? In fact, I would say all religions teach us how to be good citizens, good people. Yes, so it relates to religious beliefs. Being ethical is doing what the law requires, definitely. There is no such law that asks people to do something wrong. Okay? Except those in grey area, different law may have different kind of interpretation. And ethics consists of the standards of behavior our society accepts, definitely. Okay? If things that you do are not acceptable by the society, how can you say that you are doing something that is ethical? Okay, on top of that, I said just now the 4 quadrants are not stated in the book, but this Kidder philosophy means you have to read through this and let's find some examples. Okay, I'll give you time to find some other examples having all of these 4 philosophies under Kidder.
Kita kena buat TV tu. Biasa dia boleh cari. Jadi, kan dah